Hello everyone, welcome, happy Sunday. Happy that you came back to the channel. Today I want to talk about Avalanche. Avalanche has been long listed as one of the ETH competitors, ETH killers per se, and I wanted to take a deeper look just to see if there's any merit to that. Right now ETH is on a run, ETH merge is coming up. They say by mid-September it should be on us, and so right now the ETH price is going bonkers, going up. And I want to take a look at Avalanche and see what type of case it has for itself. So let's get into it. So the founder of of Avalanche, I looked up, was Mr. Amin Gunsirer, and he is a Turkish American computer scientist and was associate professor of computer science at Cornell. Looked at his background, everything seems legit. So that's the founder. Always before I go into a coin or into some type of protocol, I want to look at the founders. I want to look at the social media background just to see if there's any traction whatsoever to the coin. If there's no traction, I don't think the price is going anywhere. And then I look at any type of announcements, any future projects that's coming up that's going to keep this project alive. And especially during the bear market, that's when you want to see what type of projects are still working or if they just, gave up. And, those are signs of a good coin. So let's see what we find. So it's a smart contract protocol developed by AVAX. It's open source platform. Basically, it's directed at to shock the financial industry. They want to use blockchain to impact the financial industry. Also, allows people to put on dApps, centralized applications. The native token is AVAX. It promises extreme scaling capabilities as well as faster confirmation times. Developers are working on scaling solutions, innovations such as subnets, which allow projects to connect to Avalanche without taking up any space. And as I mentioned at the intro of this video, it's one of ETH's main competitors. So how does it work? At its core, Avalanche is built around a system of three blockchains. It's an X chain, C chain, and P chain. So X chain is used for the creation of new digital assets, whereas the C chain is Avalanche's Etheruem virtual EVM implementation, and the P chain is used to coordinate all the subnets. Looking at social media, like I said, I want to see if they have any traction, if there's any following, and as you can see there, they have over 730 followers on Twitter, which is pretty big. And some of the followers are people, well-regarded people in the crypto space. So Avalanche, I believe, is a serious contender. They have the support here. It looks like people are paying attention to what they're doing. So that's big. Also, we look at LinkedIn. They have over 52,000 followers. Not a high number, not a low number either. But, it shows me that they're somewhat legit if they're on here as well. On the Discord page, they have about 50,985 members. So they have a little community there as well. If I want to compare the blockchains, I want to look at how it compares to ETH, Solana, Near, Cosmos, and Polkadot. You see here the market cap is 20 billion versus Solana's 26 billion and ETH is 330 billion. So Avalanche is looking here. You see they have they're tokenized as far as security goes, as shared subnets. You look at block time is 2. Let's see here. Consensus mechanism is proof of stake. And like I said before, market cap is 20 billion. If you look here on this chart, Near is one that I want to look at also because it's looking like it's checking off all the boxes. Near protocol is another one that's up and coming. My only thing with Near, although this isn't a Near video, is as far as traction goes. I don't think they have the following like these other competitors that we have up here, but we'll get into that in another video. Total value lock is one of the strengths of Avalanche. They're targeting the financial sector, and as far as DeFi projects, they have a lot of money staked in their ecosystem. Right now, they rank 4th. Obviously, Ethereum is number 1. They have Tron, BSC, and then Avalanche is right there with 2.3 billion locked. That's pretty impressive. Their ecosystem is growing, for a chain that's not even been around for 3 years. You see the ecosystem here. As far as wallets go, they're compatible with MetaMask and Ledger. I don't see Treasure on here, but they're compatible with at least Ledger. Oracle's listed here. NFT gaming, you see that's kind of small. That's one of the knocks I have with Avalanche. But in the NFT gaming, I see that they have a partnership with Tops, and that's big. So yeah, the ecosystem's growing. You look at all the DeFi projects up there, so it's nothing to be to laughed at. You know, they're coming up and they're still working. So I like that. Like I mentioned, they have a partnership with Tops, and Tops it's pretty big. If you think about the concept of NFTs as ownership and showing proof that you own something, and Tops, which is probably the leader in baseball collectible cards, it's a good match. Now, if they could just figure a way to make that work and gain some traction, I think there's a big thing there. So I like that a lot. So if we look at the rank right now, Avalanche is ranked number 12 as far as list of cryptos in market space. 29.18 is the price, and circulating supply, they have about 284 billion. So 284 billion is what they have circulating. Total supply, we have 404, and then max supply is 720,000. So max supply is 720, and they have circulating 284, total supply 404. So there is millions of coins that's going to be flooding Avalanche, and that's going to have an impact on the price. Typically, when I invest, I like to invest in coins that are not inflationary. And this coin seems to be, that's going to happen, whether it happens incrementally between now and the next bull run or over the next 10 years. I don't know what that is, but I don't like that as far as my investments. But let's continue to dig in and see what we find. So the current price versus the all-time high, it's down over 75%. So you see here at the peak in November 21st, 2021, it was 134.53. And right now it's at 29.22. So part of that could be due to the FUD and, the fall from the all-time high. So over 75% decline. 3 Arrows Capital is in here as well. That's one of the skeletons. In June 2021, before all this happened, they led a 230 million funding round for Avalanche via private token sale. They also had exposure to Terra Luna. Luna Foundation held about 1.97 million AVAX tokens. And also the crypto bear market. So you put all that together, you get what's happening. The number was definitely impacted by that. So recent news this week, I believe it's last week actually, Robinhood added Avalanche to one of their cryptos. They don't have many cryptos as far as what you could buy on Robinhood, but they recently added Avalanche, and that's big. That's a good thing. It's good to spread the news about this coin. Also, the AvaLab CEO says that big name brands and companies are going to enter Avalanche. I read the article. He didn't mention anything. He didn't even want to say what sectors really. So let's just wait and see. It's positive. Like I said, during the bear market, they're still working, still trying to build partnerships. So that's a good thing. Also, I saw that they are involved in a promotion with Chipotle. And apparently it's a thing. If you download the Chipotle app and you make purchases with Chipotle, you can be entered into win this certain cryptos, and Avalanche is listed as one of them. And if you look at the other ones on here, they're pretty popular: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and Dogecoin. So that's pretty big as far as getting the name out there and everything. So that's awesome. Simon Bankman-Fried also named Avalanche as a top Ethereum competitor. He also named Solana. So he's backing Avalanche. He's also backing Solana. Very smart man, very, very financial savvy. If anything, I think he should just hedge in his bets. But if he puts his name and he thinks, looking at everything, looking at the background of the project, that it's good and it could compete with Ethereum, it's something to talk about. My final thoughts are, overall, Avalanche has some pluses and some negatives that we could talk about. It is the 4th ranked blockchain as far as TVL goes, and that's a big positive. Has a good Twitter following, over 700,000. Good adoption, and that's big. If you want any project to take off anything, you need to have people behind it, people pushing it, people believing in it. And I think Avalanche does have that. It has a big name behind it. Simon Bankman-Fried, the crypto market and crypto professionals tend to take what he says and his positions very seriously, at least something to think about, and he believes in Avalanche. Some knocks: it is weak in the NFT space, but I think the Tops partnership is big. In the future, it can grow. And I imagine as time goes on, maybe they'll have bigger partnerships. Another knock is the inflationary. There's a lot of coins still to be set and placed into the market. That's going to have a negative impact on the price. Overall, I'm a big layer one supporter. I'm a long-term investor, and I like ETH. I like Solana. I like Cardano, and Avalanche seems to be a player in there. And I'm going to take a look at near in another video as well. But as far as hedging my backs, I don't mind putting a little bit of something in Avalanche. I mean, the prices come down so much that I can't think that within the next bear market, or the next bull market rather, as projects continue to develop and there's more people coming into the space, that this $29 price won't go up 3 times, 4 times, even 5 times that amount. So based on that alone, I think it's worth for me, it's a good investment. And, I'm going to continue to follow Avalanche and see what they're doing, and hopefully, things get better for this project. So guys, if you like the material, please hit that like button. Hit the bell to be notified when I put up new videos, and please subscribe to the channel if anything I said in this video was of value. Thank you, and have a good day. Enjoy your weekend.